Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Conwell-Egan, where we got another matchup between Conwell-Egan and Father Judge Varsity. I'm here with Sean McGovern and JT Ellis behind the booth. Teams are lined up on the foul lines doing the opening prayer. And guys, how did these two teams match up against each other this afternoon?
How the Judge is coming in with an overall 3-5 record, while their conference is 1-2. They're 10th place in the PCL right now, while Conwell-Egan is sitting at a good 5-1 overall and a 2-0 conference. They're sitting at third in the PCL, and they were just ranked 26th in Class 3A in the state of Pennsylvania. So they're actually coming in pretty well.
Conwell-Egan comes in on a four-game heater currently, just coming off of a 4-0 win against Newman Goretti, a no-hitter thrown by junior Brady Guzzi, while Father Judge comes in quite the opposite on a four-game losing streak, looking to snap that here today.
Well, no better time to snap a losing streak than the present. So, opening lineups here for Father Judge, it will be Ewald pitching. Then, leading off will be Malone in center, Henderson at third, Dark in left, McKay in right, Quinn at short, Zytek as DH, Conrad as catcher, Bali as first base, and Soto at second. For Kamalegan, it will be Cuevas on the mound, Keegan Johnson at second base, Danny Freitag in left field, Brady Guzzi in center field, Connor Landau in right field. Tommy Colito will be behind the plate. Jake McLean will be at first. Nick Waldron at third. Chase Garfolo as DH, and Colin Edwards as shortstop. Teams are just warming up now. Kamalegan pitcher CJ Cuevas warming up now. JT, what are we looking to see out of him today to follow up Brady Guzzi's performance last week?
Cuevas really just needs to pound this today against Judge. They're a patient team. They look for the walk. Uh, a lot of their batters batting below the 300 mark, so he just needs to pound the zone today, throw strikes, and avoid the walks.
How does Cuevas compare to Brady Guzzi as a pitcher? Because we saw him absolutely dominate Newman Goretti by just pounding the zone and fooling batters left and right. How do his pitches compare to him?
Well, we haven't seen CJ throw yet this season. He's a transfer student this year from Holy Ghost Prep, and this is his first outing with Egan, so we haven't seen much out of him. But I think that it'll be a good matchup here today with Cuevas and Ewald.
All right, so just about underway. CJ Cuevas, as you just said, making his Conwell-Egan debut on the mound. Malone will step in, the center fielder for Father Judge. Cuevas, the right-hander, against Malone, the lefty, in the box. And the first pitch of the day is right there for a strike. So, good way to start it off for Cuevas getting that first pitch strike across the plate, and the count is 0-1 to start. Comes home with the 0-1. That one paints the corner for another strike. So, Cuevas already finding the zone. Trying to make quick work of Malone. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt, tried to get him to Jace. Malone holds off.
Malone is sitting at a 200 average right now in this season with 23 plate appearances. And there he goes, strike three.
Nice way for CJ Cuevas to start his pitching career at Conwell-Egan. A 4-pitch strikeout of Malone to get the first out here in the top of the first inning. Next up for Father Judge is Henderson, the third baseman, batting from the right side, righty on righty matchup. First pitch from Cuevas is grounded foul just outside the line. Count starts 0-1. We apologize for the initial radio broadcast. We're trying to get a camera set up here to get some video on the board, so we'll see what we can do here as Cuevas comes set and home with the 0-1. It's popped up right side, looks to drift out of play, and it is 0-2 now with two foul balls.
Henderson will be looking to swing. Has the second highest batting average on this Father Judge team, sitting at a 263 batting average, so he'll be looking to get a hit here.
The 0-2 home. Grounded back up the middle. Cuevas can't get it. It's fielded and thrown to first and in time. Good play by Keegan Johnson over there at second to get the first out. Or second out, excuse me.
Good play by Keegan. Really was able to cover that middle spot. A slow hit, but you never know. Stuff can always get through. Just good job by him.
So we did get a camera set up just behind the plate view, but better than no video at all. Next up for Father Judge is the left fielder Dark, lefty batter. Stands in against Cuevas. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, 0-1. Cuevas set and the 0-1. Just misses. Count evens to 1-1. 1-1 home. Upstairs, 2-1.
Father Judge coming into this game sits with 183 plate appearances, which combined for 25 hits, 43 Ks, and 29 walks. So they're a little bit on the less aggressive side at the plate, but we'll see what they do here today.
Bit of a more passive at bat to what you just said, Sean. Dark able to work the count to 3-1. Trying to force a walk here. And does not swing at that pitch. Lets it go upstairs. And Father Judge has their first base runner with a 2-out walk. Next batter for Judge is McKay, the right fielder. Another right-handed bat going back and forth with left and right bats.
Father Judge will look to push the pace on the bases here today. Through their first 8 games, they have 29 stolen bases this season, so they'll really be looking to push the pace on.
Gonna want to put pressure on Cuevas here to hold the runner on and maybe make a mistake at the mound because he's too focused on him on the base path. But now he's got to focus on McKay, right-handed batter. Comes set and comes home. Swing and a miss, strike one. Good first pitch there to get the opening strike. Get ahead in the count.
As JC said, they are a stealing-based team, but with 2 outs right now in the first, they can just not really worry about their runner and go for the batter.
Very windy afternoon here. Wind going from right to left. Next pitch gets by Carlito's upstairs, and Dark will pull into second on the wild pitch there from Cuevas. Count will even to 1-1. And now Father Judge has got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Pitch is outside again. 2-1. Can see Dark jumping back and forth between the second and third base line there, trying to force Cuevas to make a decision. Throw over, just pitch home. Now he stands still. Cuevas set with the 2-1 home. Looks back again. Swing and a miss. Good pitch inside. Evens it to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the first. Runner on second. CJ Cuevas trying to get out of the inning. Comes home. Fouled back. Just got a piece of that one. Do it again at 2-2. Cuevas will take time and step off now. Get back on the mound, get set. Trying to get McKay out here to end top of the first inning. Set the belt and comes home. Another foul ball. Good job by McKay to stay in this at-bat and stay alive and foul some balls off here.
Notable missing piece today for Father Judge is their junior star, Mateo Gonzalez, leading the team a batting average of 375 this season.
2-2 pitch is taken inside. Count will even to 3-2. Cuevas comes set again with the 3-2 pitch. 20th pitch of the inning. It is low for ball 4, and Cuevas has walked another batter to put 2 on with 2 out.
Yeah, Matt. Like I said, Cuevas needs to avoid these walks. These walks will come back to bite him. Fortunately, hopefully he can get out of this inning and limit the walks clear out.
Luckily, there's only 2 outs as Quinn, the shortstop, now steps in. Cuevas really just needs to worry about the batter here and get the batter out and get any out possible to come out of this inning unscathed. 0-1 is swung on and missed for strike 1. Cuevas set in the 0-1 pitch. Is popped up. Guzzi in center, drifting over. He calls it, and he's got it. And CJ Cuevas gets out of the jam. Leaves 2 runners stranded. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Conwell-Egan coming to bat.
Yeah, Matt, that wind is going to be a real factor today, blowing out there towards left field. It'll be a big factor on outfielders being able to track fly balls to see how they handle the wind today.
Good first inning overall. 2 men were left on base for Father Judge. That's a good sign for Conwell-Egan out here. Now Conwell-Egan comes in on a winning record, trying to maintain that streak. As I said before, they're third in the PCL. They're 26th ranked in PA for 3A. As a team, they say with 148 plate appearances, within those plate appearances, they have 36 strikeouts, 32 hits, 11 doubles, and 24 walks. Now, they're a pretty aggressive team when it comes to hitting, and they will go for those extra bases, which will be dominant here today against Father Judge.
Yeah, Sean Egan comes in with a team batting average of 286 this season. The on base percentage this year is 434, while slugging is very impressive, 411 this season.
Conwell-Egan coming to bat here against left-hander for Father Judge Joey Ewald. And leading off will be the second baseman Keegan Johnson. Made a nice ground ball play to get the second out in the top of the first inning. So what are we going to see out of Keegan Johnson here? What's his batting average looking like?
Well, Keegan comes in today with a batting average of 200, 15 plate appearances, 2 hits, and 4 runs. He's looking to not play huge baseball with those doubles, as we said Egan is known for right now, but just a more of a slap hitter, get the ball on the ground, get it through a hole. Just get on base.
Sounds like good leadoff hitter criteria there is he'll step in against Ewald, righty on lefty matchup. Comes home with the first pitch, and it's low for ball 1.
Point that out. Only 3.
1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. One now from Ewald. Is inside. 2-1.
Egan this season has a 357 on base percentage, which is pretty good for a leadoff. Find a way to get on base.
Takes another pitch, 3-1 now, trying to work this count, get on base, start something for the Conwell-Egan offense. Ewald set and comes home with the 3-1. Johnson drives it to left. Going back as a left fielder, and it is off the wall. Johnson rounds first, pulls into second, and Keegan Johnson with a leadoff double for Conwell-Egan.
Yeah, Matt Conwell-Egan really loves those extra base hits. They have 12 now on the season. They love those balls. Yeah,
That was just a good piece of hitting there by Keegan Johnson, staying on that pitch, driving it out to the gate. I thought that would have a chance to go for a minute, but that wind not humid enough, not calm enough yet.
You're right, man. It really looked like it was gone right from the bat.
Now the left fielder for Conwell-Egan, Danny Freitag stands in. Johnson taking a leadoff second. No outs in the first. Johnson, the leadoff batter, doubled. First pitch from Ewald is upstairs for ball one.
Freitag has 4 hits so far, 2
Time is called by the catcher, trying to go talk to Joey Ewald, settle him down here. What does it look like he's doing here? Because he's only thrown 6 pitches, but he hasn't really found the zone consistently so far.
You're right about that. He's a little bit around the box, around the zone for us. Now, I think with him, it seems a lot of off speed. I don't know if he doesn't trust the fastball, if he's trying to put guys away, but off speed pitcher.
Definitely not have the same speed that Cuevas had. There is another pitch low. Count will go to 2-0. Freitag batting from the right side. Another righty batting against lefty pitcher. 0-2 home. Will drop in there for a strike. And you're right, Sean. That looked like another breaking pitch. So he is leaning on breaking balls, at least so far to start this game. And time is called by the batter, looks, and third base coach for Egan is going to have a word with the umpire for a minute.
Looks like there's some commotion going on in second. Don't know if it's the fielders or if the runner's getting some interference. Unsure at this moment. Now, Freitag does sit at a 286 coming to this game. 4 hits, 4 RBIs. Let's see if he can pick up his 5th of the season. Hopefully start Conwell-Egan off strong today.
Would be good to get this runner in scoring position and Keegan Johnson home early, take that early lead against a struggling pitcher so far, not really finding the strike zone. Comes set and coming home with the 1-2 to Freitag. Outside again, tried to get the frame, but umpire not fooled by that one. Count will go to 3-1.
Yeah, you really don't want to walk Freitag here with the scorching hot Brady Guzzi on deck, batting a very good 545 this season.
Yeah, that would not be good at all for Father Judge to leave 2 men on for Brady Guzzi. As Freitag comes home with the 3-1 now, or excuse me, comes home to Freitag, and he'll foul it back. Evens the count to 3-2.
I'd love to see maybe a nice strong hit up the middle for Freitag here. Or even at that 6-hole. It's a wide gap.
Yeah, there's a pretty big gap in the outfield there as you all come set with the 3-2 home to Danny Freitag. Glances back a couple times, now comes home, and it is way outside for ball 4. And just like you said, JT, you do not want to walk him with this guy coming up to the plate.
No, you really don't. Guzzi, like I said, is batting 545 this season with 4 doubles and a team leading 5 RBIs. Should be interesting to see how they pitch to Brady here.
It is a lefty on lefty matchup, but with a hitter batting over 500, that probably doesn't mean much. So Guzzi will stand in lefty versus lefty. Freitag at first, Keegan Johnson at second. Johnson doubled to lead off. Freitag just walked. Ewald set, and the first pitch to Guzzi is grounded up the middle, picked up by the shortstop, fails to get it to second, and everybody is safe. So there's an instance of just putting the ball in play and getting rewarded for it. Brady Guzzi not hitting the ball terribly hard, just a miscue by the Judge defense, and it is bases loaded, no outs.
Father Judge is not a very sure-handed team this season with a total of 16 errors versus Egan's 3. Egan is much more sure-handed team this season. It shows right now.
So now Connor Landau had an RBI last game against Newman Goretti. Will step in. Right-handed bat, left-handed pitcher. Upstairs, I want to know, how aggressive do you think Landau's going to be looking to be? Do you think he's going to wait for Ewald to find the zone first, or do you think he's going to be green light and ready to go?
I mean, looking at the stats here, Connor is tied for Egan in average for second, sitting with a 364. He also has 4 hits this season. That is tied for second again for the most hits for Conwell-Egan. So he's definitely looking to be aggressive. 3 guys on base. We'll love to see an RBI right here.
No outs still in the bottom of the first inning. This would be amazing for Conwell-Egan to take the lead here. It's the pitch. Lines it in the left. That's a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes Freitag. He's going to score. And a 2 RBI single for Connor Landau to lead off the game. 2-0 Conwell-Egan in the first.
As we said, Matt, Connor is not that known for taking pitches. He will swing, swing, swing. I mean, his whole job right now is just put ball in play, as we saw right there. Great job by Freitag running right through third to get home. Good base running all around.
Yeah, Danny Freitag had his head down. He knew he was going to score from second there. But now it will be Tommy Kalita, the catcher, with Guzzi on second and Landau on first. Another right-handed bat. The pitch is on the corner for strike 1. Thought that looked a little outside, but count will start 0-1.
Another slider there, first pitch. I feel like Egan should be looking for that slider.
See if he hangs one here. Do some more damage here. Get more runs on the start. Put as much pressure on Judge as you can. Next pitch is right up the middle. That's going to go into center field for a base hit. Guzzi's coming home. The throw to the plate is offline. Kalita pulls into second. Landau to third, and it's another run for Conwell-Egan. 3-0 with no outs in the first.
Yeah, man, that ball looked like it just jumped right up over the shortstop's glove there. Not much he can do in that situation. He's got to get his body in front of that ball. Hard hit, good bounce there for Conwell-Egan. And see how the rest of this inning plays out now. The runners second and third and nobody out.
Did you call that an error, or you think that ball's just really hard to get to?
I think that one was a hit. Jumped right over the shortstop's glove. I mean, the only thing he could have done better there was just get in front of that ball. I think that's a textbook hit.
Kalita, the catcher, will go to the dugout for pitch runner Dalton Johnson. And now up to the plate is first baseman Jake McClain. First pitch to him is a big curveball for strike 1. A 1, and that gets to the backstop. Landau's coming home, and he is going to score another run for Conwell-Egan. It is 4-0. Good heads-up play by Connor Landau to know where that ball was and know to get home quickly to get another run on the board. So still no outs. Runner on third now is Dalton Johnson running for Kalita, the catcher, and Jake McClain at the plate with the count 1-2. Excuse me, 1-1. The pitch is outside.
Yeah, man, it's like Judge is around the corner. He's in here trying to cut this run here.
Another pitch outside. Count goes to 3-1. 21st pitch of the inning. Still nobody out for Conwell-Egan. 3-1 pitch is low for ball four, and Jake McClain will draw a walk. Runners now on first and third with no outs. Next up, third baseman Nick Waldron for Conwell-Egan. And we have seen Ewald really struggle this first inning. How can he try to correct this as his coach comes out to have a chat with him?
Well, Matt, he doesn't have to find his hook. That's the problem with Doug right now. Not finding his hook. I also think too many old players are hitting slider first pitch, a lot of sliders away, a lot of changeups down. Just if your pitches aren't working, go with the fastball. I mean, Ewald, 12 strikeouts, 12 walks coming into this game. It's a 1-for-1 ratio of strikeout to walk. So for him, he just has to control his body, find the zone.
Yeah, Matt, this isn't much like what we've seen out of Ewald so far this year, coming in with a 1.75 ERA, best on the team. Through 3 appearances this season, through 12 innings. It's just not what we've seen much of.
All right, so runners on the corners for Conwell-Egan, McClain at first, Johnson running for Kalita at third. First pitch to Waldron is outside, 1-0. I'm set with the 1-0. Waldron pops it up in play. Ewald's going to field it, throw to first, get one out. Now they're coming home, and he is safe at home. Dalton Johnson gets a run home on what looked like almost accidental contact by Nick Waldron, but it gets another run home regardless. 1 out, 5-0 Conwell-Egan now.
Yeah, man. Nick's been very productive so far this year at the plate. Coming into that at bat, he was batting .364 with 4 hits and 2 RBIs, 2 doubles, second best on the team, both in doubles and average. So not surprised to see him come through there.
Right-handed bat DH Chase Garfolo steps in. Number 8 hitter for Conwell-Egan with a runner at second now. First pitch upstairs. And this is where, Sean, I remember we talked last game a little about having that goldfish memory. You know, how you just got to let stuff go out. You have a bad inning, you have a bad play, you just got to let it pass, and you got to focus on the task at hand. Now, Ewald comes home, and that pitch is ripped to left. That will get in the outfield for a base hit. McClain took that big turn coming home. He will stay at third. Definitely a smart decision. And there's another hit for Conwell-Egan's Chase Garfolo.
Good piece of hitting by Garfolo right there. Saw the slider coming in, puts it right through the 6-hole. That's all Egan got to do is just put the ball in play.
Yeah, man, good to see Chase get his first hit of the season there. He had a rough go of it so far this season for 2 games. 0 for 1, 3 plate appearances, but it's good to see him get that ball there. Get that first hit of the season.
Shortstop Colin Edwards up next for Conwell-Egan. Runners on the corners. Again, first pitch is low. Ball 1. Yeah, that one ate him up pretty good. Good stop. McClain could have definitely broke home, get another run on the board. You all set with the 1-0 pitch home. Another good block by the catcher, Conrad, for Judge. Count will go to 2-0 in favor of Colin Edwards. Looks to keep an eye on Garfolo over there at first. Throws over, gets back safely. 2-0 pitch, checks over at first, now comes home, and it's upstairs and inside. 3-0 now to Colin Edwards.
Edwards sitting with a .250 average through 3 games played. 7 plate appearances, 1 run and 1 hit through those plate appearances. Looking to add another hit here and maybe some more RBIs.
RBI here would be nice. Extend that lead. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and it is nowhere close for ball 4. Ball gets away from Conrad, and McLean will stay over at third. So the bases are loaded again. Egan is batted around. Keegan Johnson, the leadoff man, back at the plate. With the bases loaded, we got Jake McLean over at third. Jake McLean over at third. Chase Garfolo at second, and Colin Edwards at first.
Yeah, man, it would be nice to see Keegan do the same thing he did last at bat, maybe a little bit more lift and get one out of here.
That was some excellent contact his first at bat. That leadoff double to start this big inning for Conwell-Egan. First pitch is hit to left. Dark going back to the track. It is off the bottom of the fence again. 1 run scores. Another man right behind him. Here comes Edwards all the way from first, and he will score as well. Johnson pulls into third, and he will go home. It's a home run, they're saying.
I don't know, Matt. I don't know. Dark looked like he was in left field putting his hands up. I think the ball got under the fence there. Might be a ground roll double. Otherwise, great piece of hitting by Keegan. First pitch turns on it. Love to see that double.
Umpire just put 2 fingers in the air. It looks to be a ground rule double. So Keegan will go back to second, and I think Colin Edwards will go back to third as well. But regardless of that, it is still an excellent day so far. Excellent first inning for Keegan Johnson. 2 at bats, 2 doubles, and you could not ask for a better start for Conwell-Egan.
Yeah, Keegan really turned on that inside fastball there, pulled it down the line. Great piece of hitting there to get that out there to the fence.
Matt, you really wonder, when will Judge start warming up a new pitcher?
Yeah, that is an excellent point. I don't see anyone here. We can't really look behind us in the booth. Don't know what's going on there, but it looks to be Ewald's inning right now to get out of it himself. And that ball gets past the catcher, and Edwards will now score. So Johnson will go to third. Edwards scores 8-0 Conwell-Egan. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, Ewald's having a rough go so far today. Just a really rough first.
Next pitch is low for ball 2, and Ewald just can't find the strike zone. When he does find the strike zone, the ball is getting hit into the outfield and hard. Just having a very rough go of it. Like you said, this one is driven to left. Dark has a beat on it. It's over his head and bounces over the fence. So there's a ground rule double for Danny Freitag. Another run scores. 9-0 Conwell-Egan in the bottom of the first inning.
Dark ran in on that. I don't know what he was thinking there. I don't know if it was the read off the bat that was wrong, the sound maybe, but he ran in on that, and the ball just went flying over his head. Good hitting by Freitag. Love to see this keep on going with Guzzi at the plate, but Judge's outfield has to look to get this more exciting and better.
Freitag is on second for Brady Guzzi getting his second at-bat of the inning here, and you didn't want him batting with the bases loaded. Right now, you just don't want anyone batting right now the way Conwell-Egan's hitting.
Yeah, absolutely not. Especially not this guy at the plate. Like I said, coming into this game with a 5.45 average and 4 doubles. Love to see him put one in the gap here, maybe even a fence.
Right field hasn't gotten a lot of action so far in this game. Let's see if Guzzi puts the ball over there. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. 34th pitch of the inning for Ewald. Freitag's short lead on second, not being held on. Pitch home is popped up, and it looks to go out of play behind us.
Again, I don't know what Ewell's gonna do. Just slider after slider. I mean, as we see, his fastball doesn't really catch up to the Egan hitters. I don't know if there's a pitch he can throw that Egan just won't miss.
Just one of those days right now for Ewald where his stuff isn't doing much, and for Conwell-Egan, the bats are just on fire right now, and they just can't miss a pitch right now. Because he stands in, lefty on lefty, 1 ball, 1 strike. Long wait there, time called. Ewald comes set, checks behind a few times, now comes home. Comes low off the mask of the catcher, and Freitag will take third. It's another ball in the dirt that passes by the catcher, and another base advancement for Conwell-Egan. Freitag to third.
Tough heat for the catcher there. He tried to stab at the ball rather than come for a clean block.
2-1 is outside again. That one gets by the catcher again. He has no idea where it is. Freitag will score 10-0 Conwell-Egan in the first inning.
That is, again, tough for Judge. Just another pass ball, letting up another run to Conwell-Egan. Catcher looks to stab at the ball again, rather than come for a clean block with the man on third. Nothing you can really do there, just happens to the best of us.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just seems like Conrad's having one of those days back there.
Next pitch to Guzzi way upstairs, and he'll take first on a walk. And Connor Landau, the guy who started this whole rally, will come to the plate, and it looks like Judge will finally be taking Ewald out and putting in a new pitcher. So we'll see who that is, and we'll be back after he warms up. We're back at Conwell-Egan, and JT, you got the stat line on the new Judge pitcher?
I actually have the stat line for Ewald from today. A third of an inning pitched, 10 runs, 5 hits, 4 walks, 1 error, and a total of 38 pitches thrown today.
First pitch will clip Landau. Definitely not intentional, I'd say. Just new pitcher, just getting in the game. A little wild there, but Landau will take his base, and it will be him and Guzzi on first and second with still one out here in this first inning.
That is Landau's second hit by pitch on the season.
Now Kalita stands in. New pitcher for Judge is Thompson, coming off the bench, trying to put this massive fire out, give Judge something to come back to hit.
Thompson is another one of those 4 walks, 4 Ks, 1-for-1 ratio of walks to Ks type of pitcher. This season he has 7 hits, 7 runs. So kind of the same as the last.
Another pitch way upstairs, trying to throw behind Guzzi at second. He'll get back safely, and count will go to 2-0.
Thompson's always been a pitcher. He relies on his curveball to get batters out and his fastball to get ahead in the count. Let's see if he's still that way.
Thompson's set, ready for the 2-0. That one will hit Kalita, and again, not intentional. It's a new pitcher thrown into a honestly crazy situation, and for the third time, I think actually this inning, the bases will be loaded. This time, it will be Jake McLean, the first baseman, trying to do the damage with still only one out in the bottom of the first inning.
McLean taking a deep breath, as we all should, with bases loaded for Conwell-Egan. McLean is a .222 average hitter coming to this game. 9 plate appearances, 1 run and 2 hits in those plate appearances. See if he can get the stats a little bit higher, maybe get some more RBIs.
First pitch upstairs and outside, 1-0. McLean walked his last at bat, scored a run later on. This one is upstairs at his head almost, and just looks like Thompson. He doesn't look like a well-seasoned pitcher. He just can't really find the zone that well.
Yeah, and that Thompson, he just looks like he's working up and in on these Egan batters here. He only has 2 hit by pitch this season, and add 2 more today. So see how the rest of this outing goes for him.
McLean will drive this one to left. Dark coming in on it. It's going to fall in front of him. Guzzi comes home. Another run scores. Bases remain loaded. It is 11-0 Conwell-Egan. This is just absolute dominance by this Egan team right now.
Yeah, Matt, Conwell-Egan is a very good hitting team coming into this game, scoring 6.2 runs per game on average, and putting up 11 today will definitely bump that up a little bit.
You know, it's 6 hits too, which sounds like a lot, but for 11 runs, that's not a ton. There's a strike from Thompson to start this at bat to Nick Waldron, the third baseman.
We got to think with this long at bat by CEC. How's our pitcher going to handle coming into the next inning?
Well, he'll definitely be a little rested from, I think it was only like 20 pitches he threw last inning. But yeah, he definitely cool off when you're sitting in the dugout doing nothing, especially with this wind. Right now, it's a little breezy, chilly out here. We'll see how Cuevas responds if Judge is ever able to get 2 more outs here against these hot bats for Conwell-Egan.
The question also becomes, will they send Cuevas back out there with this big of a lead? Maybe they go to a couple bullpen arms who don't pitch as much.
Yeah, it's definitely an option there. Get a couple other guys in with this big a lead. Get the load spread out. There's a pitch inside. 2-1 now to Nick Waldron, third baseman. Bases still loaded for Conwell-Egan. Next pitch, good hack there by Waldron. Pitch goes straight back, fouled. Count will even to 2-2. So Thompson looking to get a strikeout here and get it to 2 outs.
Something to watch is that Nick Waldron does have the only out so far this inning.
Punches it to the left. Dark is on the run. Dark won't get it. Landau scores. Another run scores. McLean is held at third. 2 RBI double for Nick Waldron. 13-0 Conwell-Egan on 7 hits now.
That gives Nick Waldron his third double of the season and adds 2 more RBIs. So he's up to 5 now this season.
I think I can see behind Judge's dugout getting another guy warming up, really trying to stretch and warm up here. Not sure if he'll come in the game later. Just something to keep an eye on now. Chase Garfolo up now. He singled his last time up the DH for Conwell-Egan. He smacks it on the ground, picked up by the shortstop, all the way across the diamond it was dropped by the first baseman, and another run will score. So there's an error trying to do a backhand scoop there. I'm not sure if that was necessary. I thought he could stretch for that one. But Garfolo will reach on an infield single for an error, or excuse me, 14-0 Conwell-Egan.
As we said before, Egan just has to put the ball on the ground. Judge this season is known for making those type of errors. So just keep the bats going, keep the balls flying.
Colin Edwards takes a big swing and a miss, and I think that might be only the first or second actual swing and a miss from Conwell-Egan this inning. Just shows how strong on the ball they have been. Next pitch is outside.
I don't know, man. It must have been that spring break or Easter break, as we have it. That Egan must have done something because they are putting up a tally today on Father Judge.
Might be something in that Easter candy. You never know.
I also heard that senior Julian Gratz called a team practice Saturday. So maybe something was said or done there that got them back to this route up.
Always pay attention like that when a senior calls something like that. Want to fire up their team. Conwell-Egan starting the year good, wants to keep that going. Maybe something was happening behind the scenes there that they wanted to address. Never know, but obviously that talk did something. The Easter break did something because they're coming out firing here. Edwards swings and misses, and there is out number 2 on the strikeout. Keegan Johnson up for his third at bat in the inning, leading off Conwell-Egan.
Love to see another double right here, my kid.
Does he go 3 for 3 with 3 doubles in 1 inning? I don't know. Has that ever been done before, really? Here's the pitch, way inside. Johnson steps out after that one.
Seems like Judge's whole thing with their pitching here today is to work inside on these right-handed batters of Conwell-Egan, maybe trying to send a message.
Yeah, they've hit a couple here. Now there's one that will find the outside of the plate for strike 1. Count goes to 1-1.
Don't really know what message they're trying to find, but all we know is that there's another fastball up and in. Keegan will most likely turn on it.
Saw it twice already. That one is in there for a strike. Keegan looking like he was taken all the way there. Count goes to 1-2. Thompson trying to get that last strike and get Judge back on the bats and put Conwell-Egan back on the field. Here's the pitch. Johnson drives it. Right center field gap. It is down and go to the wall. Johnson taking the turn to second. He's trying to get there, and he will. Sean, you called it. 2 more RBIs. 3 doubles in 1 inning for Keegan Johnson. What a first inning.
That has to be some kind of record we're seeing right now. Maybe something in the history books. I know it's too early to tell, but 3 doubles in the same inning. That is amazing.
And it's not even like they were like roll down the line doubles. They were smacked into the gap and hard. That was excellent contact, not rolling down the line or anything. But now here comes Danny Freitag. Starts at 0-1.
Let's see if Freitag can keep this going. Love to see another hit. I think Keegan's waiting to touch home plate a third time today.
Freitag takes that next pitch. Count goes to 1-1. Two more runs scored there on Keegan's third double makes it 16-0 Conwell-Egan. Here's the 1-1 pitch. His shot foul. Count goes to 1-2.
You just gotta think. With a game like this, are we gonna be out of here after the 5th inning?
I don't know. It might take as long as a normal game, regardless. Just if Conwell-Egan keeps doing this. But here he comes with the 1-2. Drives it to center. And it will be caught. And finally, Father Judge gets 3 outs, but not before a 16-run inning for Conwell-Egan, highlighted by Keegan Johnson's 3 doubles in the leadoff spot. We'll see who's coming out to pitch for Conwell-Egan, and we will be back with the top of the second. Egan up 16-0 after 1.
Just a great inning.
Can't really say much more than that. That was a great inning, Sean. It was.
Conwell-Egan being the very aggressive team they are at the plate, just showing there with all the swings, all the hits. I mean, let's just see Cuevas coming back out to the mound here. See if he can keep pounding the zone, limit the walks, like I said earlier, and we'll just see how the rest of this game plays out.
So the question we were asking, will CJ Cuevas continue after that immensely long inning? And yes, he will continue. He's back on the mound, like we said early in the first, making that first start for Conwell-Egan. And the next batter for Judge is Zytek, the DH. First pitch from Cuevas is upstairs for a ball.
Yeah, Matt, what a game to be debuting in a Conwell-Egan uniform up there on the mound. This is a very good game to be debuting in.
Next pitch is grounded to Freitag, and it goes right through his legs. Excuse me, not Freitag, Waldron over at third. And just looked like took a weird bounce off the lip of the grass, got under his glove, and the DH Zytek will reach on an error for Father Judge. So the first man is aboard. Got to start somewhere if you're Judge. Can't get it all in one go. Next up, the catcher Conrad for Judge. Cuevas is set and comes home. Pitch is inside and there for strike 1.
Yeah, Matt, EJ batting a very disappointing 133 this season, going 2 for 15. He does have an RBI though this season.
Next pitch upstairs, 1-1. How aggressive on the base paths are you going to be if you're Judge? I mean, you can't obviously get it back in one at bat, but what are you trying to do to just force runs in?
I think they just have to be their normal selves. Like I said, 28 stolen bases in 8 games. I think you just have to continue to be yourself, continue trying to take bases. slowly claw your way back into this one.
Next pitch is shot up and back. It is 1-2 now to Conrad. Pitch home. Did he go? Yes, he did. That is a strikeout for CJ Cuevas. One out now. Next pitch is Bali for hitters. Bali looking to run. Is Zytag throws to second, not in time. Excellent throw by Kalita. Just Zytag able to beat that one out and pull into second. Good throw, good tag by Johnson. Just better running by Zytag. And Judge has a runner in scoring position now with one out.
It was a beautiful throw there by Tommy Kalita behind the dish. That is Zytek's first stolen base of the season.
Next pitch home is painted on the outside corner. Excellent pitch there. Put a strike on the board.
As we said before, Judge is a stealing base team. So if they get on that base, if they get on that bag, expect them to run.
Next pitch is shot up the middle. Johnson stays on it, looks the runner over, throws to first in time. Zytag will go to third, but there are now two outs here in the top of the second for second baseman Soto, number 9 hitter for Judge. Here's a drive out into left. Going back to the track, he's not going to get there. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. A run will score for Judge. Soto will pull into second with a double, and for Father Judge, that's exactly what you got to do. Like I said, you can't get it all in one go. You got to start somewhere.
That's expected with Conwell-Egan's outfield. Egan's outfield is a shallow stance. They will play shallow, take away that single. They are free to giving up them doubles. And in a game like this, that double doesn't really mean much. So that is very expected.
That ball will get by Kalita, and Soto will pull into third. So Judge now putting a little bit of pressure on Conwell-Egan, getting one run back this inning, trying to add on to it with that man on third, and back to the top of the order with the center fielder Malone.
Yeah, man. Malone, if he gets on base, he's going to run. He is the stolen base leader on this team. 10 stolen bases already this year in 8 games, so he will be running.
Next pitch from Cuevas is low. 2-0. Good block there by Kalita. Malone struck out his last at bat. Now got the count in his favor. 2-0. Next pitch way upstairs. 3-0 now.
I think CJ really just needs to keep his composure here. Starting to get a little bit rattled out there. He needs to forget about that double and just continue to pound the strike zone he was at the beginning of this inning.
Right on cue. Puts a strike right down the middle. 3-1 now. Trying to claw his way back in this at bat.
God dang, I'm just like fastball here. Don't do anything fancy, just pump a volume.
There was that fastball right up the middle. Johnson stays on it, throws over to McLean at first, and the side is retired. So Judge will get a run back, but Egan still maintains their huge lead. It is 16-1, going to the bottom of the second.
That is Keegan Johnson's third assist of the day so far with ground balls up the middle.
Other sports going on. Softball just got a big win over Lansdale Catholic, 17-0. Just heard that bell ringing in the background.
Definitely good for them. Seen a couple of their games. It's been a rough go so far losing their seniors, but a win like that can definitely give you a lot of confidence to keep going in your PCL season.
Yeah, Matt. Looks like both Conwell-Egan baseball and softball are having great days at the plate. 16 baseball game and a 17-0 win over there for softball. Great days at the plate for both Egan teams today.
I'm telling you, it has to be that Conwell-Egan Easter break.
It's got to be that candy or something, yeah. Or maybe everyone just called a massive team meeting saying, "Yo, we gotta get some runs on the board. We gotta get back in it. We can't be letting teams get on us like that." But it has been an excellent day so far in this game and the softball game. Good day all around for Conwell-Egan sports so far. So leading off his third at bat of the game, Brady Guzzi will stay in to face Judge pitcher Thompson. Came in relief. Guzzi has 2 walks on the day so far. Check that. His first at bat, he reached on an error from the shortstop. Next at bat, he walked. So been on base twice. First pitch from Thompson is big swing and a miss for strike 1. Thompson's set, comes home with the 0-1 to Guzzi. Is inside for ball 1. One is right there for strike 2. Now, coming in from the dugout, looks like Thompson's chilled out a little more, is finding the zone a little better than he was before. 1-2 pitch, trying to put away Brady Guzzi is upstairs, 2-2.
Now, if this is intentional, be smart by the pitcher. Just call for a high fastball. Maybe expecting a 12-6 curve right here.
See something fancy out of him. Here's a pitch. It is a ball in the dirt, Sean. Slider. And Guzzi will stay off it. Work the count to 3-2. Try to get on. Third time this game with his second walk. Hopefully he can lay off the pitch here. It's outside. He'll get on and get another rally started. The 3-2 pitch from Thompson is driven foul.
Now, Guzzi is a little cold today at the plate. No big swing out of him so far. But let's see if he can do something at this at bat.
Hopefully no announcer jinx there either. 3-2 pitch again. It is right there for a called strike 3. So thank you, Sean, for that announcer jinx.
That's on me. That's on me.
So Judge will get that all-important first out here to start the inning. And up next is Connor Landau, his third at-bat. Drives the first pitch straight up. Center fielder Malone going back. He's got it. 2 quick outs for Judge. And that's a good sign for them to get 2 quick outs after that first inning.
Yeah, it looked like Connor was out in front of that one a little bit, off the end of the bat maybe.
You think Egan might just be like trying to swing it more pitches, just trying to try stuff up this much, or do you think they're still just trying to put as many runs as possible on?
I really don't think the strategy has changed here. Just swing the bat, swing at good pitches, and make something happen.
First pitch to Tommy Kalita, the catcher, was low for 1-0. Second pitch finds it first strike. Thompson definitely looks to be finding a little more of a groove here. Coming in the second inning, he relieved Joey Ewald, gave up 10 runs. Thompson's giving up 6, and we'll see if he can put the Conwell-Egan offense away here, as he's got 2 strikes on Tommy Kalita with 2 outs already.
A good curveball there. Thompson got Tommy to swing right over it, off balance a little bit maybe.
The 1-2 pitch to Kalita is popped up in the infield. Quinn is over. Second baseman nearly falls back. Soto We'll take that one. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Father Judge. Conwell-Egan going back to the field, up 16-1.
Yeah, the wind was a factor there. You saw the second baseman almost fall backwards on that catch, and like I said earlier, before the game, see how the wind factors in. The wind is really making that ball move around up there in the air. See how it plays out.
Back at Conwell-Egan, up 16-1 on Judge. CJ Cuevas having a pretty good 2 innings of work so far. Back on the mound to face Henderson, the second baseman, and third baseman, second inning for Judge. He'll drive one deep to left field. Freitag going back, and that one is gone. So that was a bomb from Henderson to left field, and like I said, you can't get it all back in one go. And Judge, maybe if they start to chip away at the lead like this, they could get a little bit of somewhere here.
Yeah, Matt. Coming into this game, Henderson had Father Judge's only extra base hit, a double, and that's Judge's first home run of the season here.
That ball was absolutely crushed and got out of there in a hurry.
That's something you gotta expect with Cuevas a little bit. And today, wind blowing out to left, and how hard Cuevas throws. If you get a barrel on the ball, you will see it fly.
Yeah, wind definitely was a factor there. Now, first pitch to left fielder Dark was down low. Now swing and a miss for strike one.
It's good to see him bounce back there with back-to-back strikes, knowing that he's lost his focus a couple times already this game. He can bounce back and get the strikeout now.
Definitely, I think knowing that you're up this much too, and you don't have to be as amazingly perfect as you'd have to be for a closer game, definitely takes pressure off you. You can definitely just be a lot more relaxed out there on the mound, knowing that he won't blow the game if he does one mistake. And there is a quick strikeout of Dark to get the first out. So, like you just said, great bounce back by Cuevas after that home run. Next up, McKay, the right fielder for Judge.
These runs don't really matter much for Judge. I mean, 16-2, Egan is still up by large amount.
You did the announcer jinx last time, so hopefully it doesn't go in again there. Every run counts. You got to start somewhere if you're Judge.
I'm sure it's not. Egan's defense, I have faith in them to put this game away.
And I had faith in the 2023 Phillies, and we see where that got me. O2 pitch is way upstairs from Cuevas to McKay. 44 pitches, so pretty efficient so far by Cuevas. And like we said, his first Conwell-Egan debut, his first Conwell-Egan start. Next pitch is down low and in the dirt. Ball two. Count goes to 2-2. 2-2 pitch is ripped foul. Man, he got a hold of that one, didn't he? 2-2 does it again. Good check swing there. Appeal to the umpire. Holds off. Count goes to 3-2.
Good attempt at an appeal. Good attempt by Kalita. I mean, would have loved to have seen the guy go, but can't get everything.
Next pitch is low, and it will be another walk for CJ Clavis. As McKay will go to first, and the shortstop Quinn will step in.
That's 3 walks there for CJ. See him bounce back again like he did in the first inning after those back-to-back walks to put runners on first and second. Now let's just see him get out of this one.
Toledo going out there to have a little talk with him. Probably a good time after home run and a walk in this inning, but Clavis still looks pretty calm out there. Looks cool and collected. Not too worried with the situation here. Still 1 out, man on first.
You always wonder what they talk about on that mound. I've heard stories. People just tend to go out there and just talk about random stuff. It might not even be about the game. Just something to calm the pitcher. Just get him back into his rhythm. Get him back into a nice head.
Clavis will look to throw over. Back in time is McKay. And after that throw over, Coach Jeff Manto goes out. And it looks like he's going to take the ball from CJ Cuevas. And it looks like Anthony Womack is coming in relief. So I'd say pretty good first outing for CJ Cuevas for Conwell-Egan. So new pitcher will be Anthony Womack. Sean, what's the book on him?
Well, Anthony Womack has a 2.62 ERA, has let up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, and 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. So just like the Judge pitchers, he's a 1-for-1 ratio on walks to Ks. But overall, Womack, coming off of Tommy John surgery last year, is not that hard throwing of a pitcher. You will see him in the mid to high 70s, but he is a dominant movement pitcher. He will get you with that changeup, the slider, maybe even a curveball here and there. He does have a sinker as well, so he's not that hard throwing, but he will catch you off guard with movement.
I remember you said last game when we were talking about if they were going to pull Brady Guzzi and bring him in, you go from seeing someone like Guzzi who's just pumping 90, 95 in the zone, something like that, and then going to someone like Womack and it's 75 with movement. It can look almost like the same thing. So, Judge batters are going to get a different arm to look at here.
Final stat line for CJ Cuevas is 2 1/3 innings, 2 runs allowed, none earned, no hits, 3 walks, 1 error, and 49 total pitches. Correction, 1 hit and 1 earned run.
So the shortstop Quinn will resume his at bat. Cuevas didn't throw a pitch directly to him. He did a throw over, and then Coach Jeff Manto bringing in Anthony Womack. So first pitch of the at bat is in there for a strike.
If I was Womack right here, I'd take a few looks at the runner, maybe throw over once or twice, and he is looking to steal a bag.
Like you said earlier, Judge, looking to steal on the base paths, and right on cue, there he goes. Throw over to second is not in time. It looked like throw was a little high. Looked like Edwards missed him with the tag. So another runner in scoring position for Judge.
Yeah, I didn't hear Jake call out that the runner was stealing there, and Keegan got there a little bit late, so just a little bit of miscommunication there on the steal.
This one is driven to left. Freitag will be right there to make the catch. Throw back to second. Quinn is back safely. Or, excuse me, McKay is back safely.
There's Egan's no single outfield that they love to play.
Yeah, that ball was ripped on a line, but like you said, no singles. Freitag pitching in a little bit right to him. So the DH Zytek did score a run. The first Judge run last inning. Takes first pitch ball from Womack. Womack steps off. There, Justin gets back on the mound, looking to throw that 1-1 pitch with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Outside, Kalita looking for the frame, won't get it. Count goes to 2-0.
Yeah, man. Womack's one of those pitchers that'll throw your timing off, get some weak contact. He's not really that much of a strikeout guy. He's a weak contact, ball in play, and let my defense do the work for me.
Next pitch upstairs goes to 3-0 now. Three 0 pitch, 2 outs, top of the third. Womack finds the zone to get one on 3-1. 3-1 pitch is shot foul, goes to 3-2. Three-two pitch. Womack battled back from being down 3-0. And it's bouncing from the plate. Kalita looking to throw behind the runner and smartly cut off by Johnson before could leak into the outfield. So Womack walks the man. It will be second and third with 2 outs. And the catcher Kondrad coming up. First and second, excuse me. First pitch swung on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, I think Tommy throwing back behind there was a bit of a mistake. I don't think that needs to happen right now. Over 14 runs.
Strike two from Womack. 0-2 with 2 outs, trying to get out of this inning and stop any momentum Judge may be building here. Batter calls timeout. Oh, 2 pitch is popped up. McLean calling, and he's got it. And Anthony Womack coming in relief of CJ Cuevas. Closes down the top of the third inning. Judge gets a run on the home run by Henderson. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. 16-2, Conwell-Egan leads. Thompson will remain on the mound for Judge. 37 pitches through a couple innings, coming in relief of Ewald. Jake McLean will be the batter. He has had a couple RBIs, a hit, a walk. Pretty much everyone for Conwell-Egan's been on base at this point in the game. We have just confirmed that every batter for Conwell-Egan has been on base in this game, whether by walk, by hit. But Jake McLean will step in now against Thompson. Egan up 16-2 on 7 hits and 2 errors by Judge. First pitch is low and inside for ball 1.
Now, I'd love to see Jake get another hit here. I mean, he's been doing well this game. Love to see him keep it up.
Swinging on that pitch, drives it foul, evens the count 1-1. And I remember, I think it was you, Sean, that said last inning the Egan hitters look to be stepping up on the plate a good bit. I can see Jake McLean doing that here. He looks to be right on the front line by the plate as Thompson fires the 1-1, and it is really close for ball 2.
You're right there, but Jake's setup and how he plants his lead foot, he loves to step away from the plate when he goes to swing, if you notice that at home. He's going to take that inside pitch and turn on it, as I said there, over to third, bobbled, across the diamond to first, and it's thrown away. Jake turns from first, goes to second, rounding second, stopping, and Judge with another error on the day.
Another error, another simple ball in play, small ball for Conwell-Egan, as well as the big hits, getting it done.
Judge is used to turf field at their park compared to this grass and dirt, so there could be a change of play there, but they just got to step that up a bit, get them gloves moving.
Yeah, the adjustment from turf to dirt doesn't really excuse the throwing errors, though. Unfortunately, like that one that we just saw right there.
Yeah, he did bobble it, but definitely had a good amount of time to throw over to first, make a good clean throw. As next batter for Egan is the third baseman Nick Waldron, and looks like just caught a balk on Thompson, and McLean will go to third with the count 1-0 to Waldron. So McLean will go from second to third on a balk. And the 1-0 pitch is big swing and a miss for strike 1. The 1-1 is way inside for ball 2.
Yeah, looking back there, Matt, looking back at the footage, it seems that the pitcher seemed to move his shoulders a little bit, which is balk. The umpires caught it and gave Jake third base.
Textbook balk there. Good call by the umpire to notice that. Let's pitch upstairs. 3-1 now. Sean, I remember your obsession with the bats. What are your thoughts on this bat here? Looks like to be a two-tone bat here.
Man, it's a lovely bat. A lovely bright blue and orange looking bat. And he puts it to use. Drive to right field, error in the outfield dropped. Waldron picks up a single off an error, and McLean scores from third.
So right on cue, the bat gets it done. Little sloppy play in the outfield by McKay. Looked like he jumped almost at it. It was coming right at him, but another run for Conwell-Egan, 17-2.
Yeah, man, it looked like he just misread that ball right there, and a little jump at the end kind of caused him to take his eye off of it. Can't really say the sun's in your eyes when the sun is out behind you in right field.
Garfolo's first pitch from Thompson is a strike. Next pitch is above his head for a ball, 1-1. Count 2-0 to Garfolo. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Big hack there.
That is back-to-back errors by Father Judge's fielders, one at third and one in right. Egan is taking a toll on these fielders here. Don't know if they're getting tired. Don't know if the sun's a glare, as there's a head-high fastball. But Judge just needs to pick up their feet, pick up their gloves, start acting a little bit more accordingly.
Yeah, you said getting tired there. Getting cold too. That breeze has died down, but it's still. My dad always says April baseball weather. It's not fun to be out there here. I know some guys are wearing sleeves, cold gear underneath, but still, you're just standing in the outfield as Garfolo lines one off the glove of the shortstop, and everyone's going to be safe. Another error. That one was right at his glove. That's Quinn, the shortstop, right at his glove. Just can't hang on to it.
Now, is that an error? I don't know. That's a tough play for the shortstop to make.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough play. Line drive over his head, had to jump, try to make a play on that, and just in and out of his glove. It's a tough play.
Now, it would have been cool if he made a Tatis double jump there. Just saying. But don't really know if that's an error or not.
Here's Cullen Edwards. He'll shoot one left center field. It is over the fence. Ground rule double. So one run will score and make it 18-0. 18-2. I'm pretty sure Conwell-Egan. And to your point, Sean, I think that the way I think about it is if it hits your glove or a majority of your glove, it should be caught. So for me, that would go down as an error. Still, I don't take away that it was a very tough play for him to make, but he was in position to make that play. As next batter for Conwell-Egan with a runner at third is Keegan Johnson. And Sean, will he get 4 doubles in 4 at-bats?
I am not going to say anything just because of what happened last time, but you never know.
Good thing you didn't say anything about Guzzi's no-hitter. That may not have happened. As first pitch, oh, big swing from Keegan. Drifting foul. Comes in. What a catch there by the right fielder. McKay came flying in, laid out to make the catch, and looked like the runner tagged. They say he did tag, call him safe, and I think the umpires are going to get together here for a little talk. But how about that catch by McKay? Came flying in from right field.
Yeah, that was an amazing diving catch there by McKay. Really put his body on the line for that one, laid out, and made a beautiful diving catch. Now the umpires are going to talk about if Garofolo tagged up or he left a little bit early there.
We were talking about mental errors there, and that's an excellent play to make after that error early in the inning, as the umpires call the runner at home safe. So I think that's 18-2 Conwell-Egan up on Father Judge, having a day here. Just that's all you can really say. Just domination by the Conwell-Egan bats. Now Danny Freitag. It went off his bat. That's unfortunate. Was gonna hit him, just forgot. Looks like he forgot to drop his bat there. It'll count as a foul ball.
Yeah, I mean that's something we all learned in Little League is to drop the bat. Ball's coming at our head, and unfortunately Danny just didn't get the bat down to time there.
Little mental mistake there, but no big penalty there, as it just counts as a foul ball and a strike. Count will start 0-1. One out. The pitch is driven left side. That's into the outfield for another hit. Edwards took a turnaround third. He's going to stay there. Freitag will stay at first. And be runners on the corners for the hottest hitter on the team, Brady Guzzi. Let's see if he can finally get the big hit here. He struck out looking his last time up.
Yeah, Matt. Guzzi's looking for that first hit of the day here. He's walked once, reached on a fielder's choice, but still no hits for the day. So he's looking for that first hit of the day here. And it seems like head coach is calling for a pinch runner over there at first for Danny Freitag. Looks like Colin Norbeck is coming out to pinch run.
So Guzzi will step in, drives the first pitch right up the middle. Thompson nearly got hit in the back of the knee with that one. Will be an RBI for Guzzi. And there's that first hit of the day. A scorcher right up the middle, 19-2 Conwell-Egan.
Yeah, Egan's starting to jump on that first pitch of the at bat now that Thompson is pounding the zone. So they're starting to get the bats going. Just jump on that first pitch of the at bat here. Love to see Connor do the same thing.
Connor Landau, few RBIs in this game. Started the scoring way back in the first to start that 16-run first inning. First pitch is taken low for ball one. One-zero pitch is way inside for ball two. Two-zero pitch is behind Landau, and he gets hit by the pitch, and he is not happy about that one.
Yeah, Connor seems to be a ball magnet here today. Hit by pitch twice and 3 times this season already through. Well, this is their seventh game, excuse me. So
That will put the bases loaded again for Tommy Kalita, and he jumps on the first pitch. It is down the lines, a fair ball. 1 run scores. Here comes Guzzi. Landau into third. Kalita pulls into second. Landau coming home now on a pass ball. He will score as well.
Great base running all around. Good heads up play by Connor Landau there to see the ball go to second. Don't know why it was being thrown to second, but that's Judge for you right there and there. Heads up base running by Connor Landau.
Bases clearing. Double. Landau scores on a little bit of a fielding error there, and Jake McLean is back up to the plate. Thompson ready for 60. First pitch. McLean shoots it up. Conrad looking for it. It hits the top of the broadcast booth and will go foul. Next pitch outside. Oh, they called him on the swing. That's a strike. 0-2. Conwell-Egan up 23-2 after another solid inning here. Thompson set, coming home. Outside again. Called strike 3 on McLean. That pitch looked a tad outside, but that'll be out number 2 for Egan.
Well, I mean, with a 23 run for Conwell-Egan, they got to expand that zone. It's a tough pitch for Jake. I've been caught up on that plenty of times. But you have 23 runs to your name. Got to swing.
Pinch hitter for Conwell-Egan, Gavin Hartley coming in for Nick Waldron, third baseman. First pitch to Hartley is inside for strike 1. Hartley is probably at that point in the game for Conwell-Egan where you want to rest some starters. Didn't swing on that pitch. Appeal to the umpire. Says no swing. I don't know. Looked like a bit of a swing there, but count will go even to 1-1.
Harley is 500 batting average with 2 games played, 3 plate appearances. Within those 3 plate appearances, he has 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 RBI. See if he can add another RBI to his name here, maybe another hit as well.
Next pitch was upstairs. 2-1 out of Hartley. Thompson set comes home. Hartley drives it straight up. Second baseman Soto calling, and he's got another ball where the wind factored in. But Conwell-Egan, another good inning, getting more runs on the board, up 23-2, going to the top of the fourth.
Few defensive substitutions here for Conwell-Egan. Colin Laverty is now in second base. Gavin Hartley at third base. Keegan Johnson moves over to shortstop. Colin Norbeck goes out to left field.
Top of the fourth here at Conwell-Egan, up huge on Father Judge, 23-2. Anthony Womack still on the mound. Defensive substitutions have been noted by JT. First pitch was in there for a strike. Second is flared foul. Hartley looking to run over. Can't catch up to it. It'll fall quick.
Good
0-2
attempt by
count.
Harley there, using his legs as always to try to grab that little flare. Would have loved to see him come up with that.
Yeah, you said last game, there's the ones that you like to give to your pitcher, limit their pitch count, get those almost free outs there. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It is tapped up the middle. Johnson now at shortstop. Good charge, just a first in time. Good all-around fielding play by Keegan Johnson there.
Yeah, well played there by Keegan. Way to come in on it. He waited for that big hop. Just came up with it and fired across.
That was volley for Judge, grounded out to Keegan Johnson there. Now Soto, the second baseman, number 9 hitter. Top of the order, Malone is on deck, but Soto now takes first pitch strike. Next pitch taken for a ball. Count goes to 1-1 with 1 out. Womack, short leg kick. Looked like he almost went around there, almost brought his hips around, but is able to hold up. Count to 2-1. Womack set and home. It is low and outside for ball three, 3-1. 3-1 pitch to Soto is in there for strike two. Count goes full.
We thinking off speed here? No Womack? Sinker?
And knowing Womack probably something off speed. There it is, swing and a miss. Anthony Womack getting a strikeout. 2 outs now for Egan in the top of the fourth.
Nice off speed by Anthony Womack to put away Soto. As we said before, Womack is that off speed type of pitcher. He will try to get you with some kind of movement rather than a blown by fastball.
The top with Malone here takes strike one from Womack, who is looking like he's finding a bit of a groove here.
Sure is, man. Sure is. Love to see this up for the next inning or so.
Nasty movement there, swing and a miss. 0-2, 2 outs. Top of the fourth, Womack trying to get through the Judge lineup quickly. Timeout called. Womack steps off. Like I said, looking to get through this order quickly, looking to get Conwell-Egan back on the bats. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Great inning there by Anthony Womack. 3 up, 3 down. Will go to the bottom of the fourth. 23-2 Conwell-Egan leads.
You love to see that by the kid. Love to see it coming off Tommy John from last year. Just an outstanding performance by Anthony Womack.
Another substitution for Conwell-Egan coming in. Looks like Ethan Marriott is going to lead off for Chase Garofolo here, DHing.
New pitcher for Father Judge. Has not recorded anything on the mound so far. Looks like it will be his first appearance this season. Let's see how Egan approaches this.
Looks like Quinn is now catching as well.
All right, so Ethan Marriott will be the first Conwell-Egan batter to see this new pitcher. Do not have a name on him. Actually, he is not on any roster that we can find, but no problem there for us. Actually, looks like the umpire trying to get his name on our roster too. Coach filling that in for him. So Ethan Marriott stands in, gets the new Judge pitcher. First pitch is on the corner for a strike.
You know, Matt, talking about some good looking bats. That's a nice hot pink bat Ethan Merritt has.
That is a nice neon pink bat. I do like that. It looks like it's like a little neon sign there almost with the logo.
Surely said it. See if you can put this nice pink bat to use.
He's got,
Maybe a hit up the middle.
we'll see. That is a big gap in the middle. He's got the count 0-2 right now, and takes a pitch low and outside for ball one. Finds the outside corner. Big curveball there. No, the pink bat does not get any action, Sean.
That's a shame. But as we said before, with this large of a lead, you have to expand that strike zone. Can't be looking edge of the plate to edge of plate. You got to go from box to box. Just swing the bat, put a ball in play.
Who's it? Colin Laverty, new batter for Conwell-Egan. Subbed in last inning. Big swing and a miss at that. Ball looked a little awkward on that swing. No batting gloves there for Laverty. Looks to be one of the only players doing that.
Could be a myth that he's thinking of. Could be something that he's just always done. Just dirt on the hands. Hold the bat.
It's like Maximus from Gladiator, if you've ever seen that. He's got the count at 1-1 right now with one out. Left-handed batter is hit right in the back. And Laverty will take his base, and Keegan Johnson coming back up, looking for another hit here. Maybe another double, Sean.
That is the fourth hit by a pitch for Conwell-Egan. Yeah, talking about another doubles. Again, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to point out to anything. But Keegan does have 3 doubles on the day. Let's see if he can pick up another hit.
And he sends this one left center field. Center fielders have beat on it and will make this catch. More good contact by Keegan. Than that ball was hit right on the sweet spot, just not a good angle. As there are now 2 outs.
Just a bit under it. You know he was looking for that 4th double of the day.
Sometimes when you're trying to do it, that's when you don't do it. You know, you're trying too hard for something. Colin Norbeck, another new hitter now for Conwell-Egan, trying to get some of these younger players in, get some more experience as the seniors will be graduating this year. Gotta get them some time in these games. As Norbeck will take that first pitch for ball one.
This is Colin's first varsity season. See if he can show something here.
Bit of an awkward swing on that pitch makes the count 1-1. Laverty takes the lead off first, comes home. It's low and good block by, I think you said that was Quinn on the substitution behind the plate. Two one is hit on the ground. That will be backhanded by the shortstop. Throw to first, not in time. It is an infield hit for Colin Norbeck. Good piece of hitting there.
You see, he's a little ashamed of that hit, but a hit like that's fine. Just put a ball in play. That goes down as a single on the scoreboard. So,
Yeah, no error. Definitely a good play by the shortstop to keep that ball from going in the outfield. And now Brady Guzzi comes up with that two-tone blue and orange bat. First pitch is outside for a ball. Good block by Quinn behind the plate to keep that in front of him. Guzzi smoked the ball up the middle his last time up. Next pitch is low for ball two. Two-0 pitch to Brady Guzzi is hit up the middle. It will be flagged down by the shortstop. Throw to first in time. And a little awkward play there. I had to tag Guzzi, but gets the out regardless. 3 outs there in the top of bottom of the fourth, excuse me. We'll go to the top of the fifth. Conwell-Egan looking to close out this game against Judge up big. New pitcher and catcher duo for Conwell-Egan, Chris Kane on the mound, Mike O'Brien behind the plate. First varsity appearance for both of them. Love to see new guys get in here and get work in.
O'Brien is a sophomore, by the way. Love to see the young talent coming up to varsity.
Henderson leading off had a huge home run his last time up. First pitch from Kane is in there for a strike. Kane looks a lot slower to the plate than the other pitchers we've seen today, but looks like was finding the plate in warmups and gets that first pitch strike here on Henderson. Setting home with the 0-1. That one is slapped on the ground to Johnson. Backhand from a knee. Throws to first. It goes up and over to the backstop. Good play by Connor Landau, the right fielder, to get back to back that play up. Or, excuse me, the second baseman to back that play up. But good contact, good fielding by Keegan Johnson. Just rushed that throw a little bit.
Tough to see. I mean, he does have one error on the season so far. Make that two after that throw. It was a good backhand by him, but yeah, just rushed throw a little bit.
Kane set and comes home to Dark, the new batter. Upstairs, 0-1. Next pitch from Kane is tapped foul to the backstop, evens at 1-1.
Chris Kane, the pitcher, does not have an appearance for Conwell-Egan yet, so make that two pitchers on the day having their first outings.
Cuevas started it off, had a pretty good go at it. Anthony Womack, dominant couple innings. Leaving it on the table here for Chris Kane to end this game against Judge. A dominant performance. Next pitch is a ball, goes 2-1, but dominant performance from Conwell-Egan's offense. We've been saying it all game. We'll keep saying it. Kane checking the runner. Over at first. Now set comes home. Tapped in front of the plate, will roll foul. Count will even to 2-2 with no outs. Kane set with the 2-2, looking to come home and get a strikeout. Swing and a miss. He got him. First base is occupied. No drop. Third strike. And Chris Kane has his first varsity strikeout. And there is one away here in the top of the fifth.
I don't know how Chris Kane is out there in short sleeves. There is a freeze watch today. It is 49 degrees in Levittown and windy. The wind chill is unbelievable.
Another swing and a miss there from Kane. And yeah, the wind did die down a little bit as Kolakowski, the pinch hitter for Judge, steps in, swings the first pitch 0-1. It was a lot windier when the game started, but the wind has died down, but that doesn't take away from how cold it is. 49, feels like 41 right now. It's just not a great day for baseball.
Yeah, this is Northeast baseball weather, unfortunately.
Weather has just been so weird the last couple weeks. It was 80 last time we broadcasted. It was this weekend. It was super hot. It's just been all over the place. Last pitch from Kane was outside for a ball. Go 1-1 with one out. Way outside. Good stop by O'Brien there behind the plate. It's a 2-1.
Yeah, good stop there from the sophomore catcher.
Future players here getting important reps no matter what the situation on the scoreboard is. Just any playing time's good to develop your game. King comes home with the 2-1. It's hacked. Foul. McLean running over. Thought he had a beat on it. Goes out of play. Count will come to 2-2.
If I was Kane right now, I'd probably go the fastball away. You have the kid reaching. Let's see if you can reach too far.
See what he goes with here. It is a breaking ball right there for strike 3. Backwards K for Chris Kane. 2 strikeouts, 2 outs in the top of the 5th.
That is a beautiful pitch by Kane. I know the fastball away probably would have had the kid reaching, but a curveball definitely had him buckled.
Yeah, I said it while my mic was muted, but I said so far up front, I think curveball off speed would probably be a good choice there. That's exactly what he went with, and he just froze him.
It looks very slow from up here, but if that's not what you're looking for, that pitch can catch you off guard very quickly. As Kane will start to the next batter, 1-0, another pinch hitter for Judge. Off-speed pitch up high, goes to 2-0. Two-0 pitch from Kane, checks the runner over at first. Comes set at the chest, brings the glove down, and comes home. That looked exactly where that last strikeout pitch was, and the count will go to 3-0.
Yeah, very good pitch there, and must have just missed the zone there a little bit. I thought that one looked pretty good, but umpire thought otherwise. So
Might even be an ABS head tap if we had that here. But 3-0 pitch from Kane is outside. Look like it may have caught a corner, but it'll be a walk, and it will be first and second with 2 outs. To the DH Zytek still in the game.
yeah, if I'm Kaner here, I just gotta settle myself down and just pound the zone. I just let him ball and play, and believe in my team. Trust them to make the plays.
First pitch to Zytek is outside again. Looks like it might be outside corner, but not getting that call as of recently. Count starts 1-0. Kane set with the 1-0 home. Another outside pitch. It is 2-0. Looks like he's just kind of pulling his pitches now to the side.
Yeah, I think his front side's hanging open when he's coming through, and he's just falling off that mound on that right side there, just pulling everything across.
Setting home with the 2-0. That one catches the corner, and he gets that strike 2-1.
Kaner does not have a lot of speed to his fastball, but as long as he locates, finds those corners, he does do all right.
Is hit on the ground into left field. Johnson couldn't come up with it. Running throw home, and he is out.
That is beautiful by Colin Norbeck out on left field. To end the game, maybe? To end the game, Colin Norbeck with a throw out from left field, celebrating with his teammates right now. Charging in on the ball just as they practice. Beautiful throw home. Beautiful tag by Mikey O'Brien, the sophomore. Perfect game by Conwell-Egan.
That was a laser from Norbeck in left field. Came up thrown. I didn't think he had a chance, but obviously Colin Norbeck said different. Gets the out at home. Conwell-Egan a ridiculously dominant victory. Final score 23-2. Conwell-Egan 11 hits, Judge 2 hits. Conwell-Egan 2 errors to Judge 4. 5, excuse me.
Like Matt said, great hit. Great game by Conwell-Egan. Beautiful all around by other players. Some key moments. Connor Landau getting the first RBIs of the game with the 2 RBI single in the bottom of the first to start this beautiful rally. Tommy Kalita with a 3 RBI double in the third to continue it. And Egan's pitching dominates again, only allowing 2 hits, I believe it was.
Yeah, 2 hits it is, yep.
That Judge did have 5 errors on today to help Conwell-Egan's victory, and we did sadly let up a home run to Henderson at the top of the third, but that did not stop the win.
All right. Our player of the game today is Keegan Johnson, going 3 for 4 with 3 doubles, all 3 of those being in the first inning. He scored 2 runs himself today and had 5 RBIs on the day. He also played very well defensively with, I believe, 4 assists today. So an all-around good day for Keegan Johnson today, your player of the game.
Another note on those doubles from Keegan Johnson. I said earlier, those were not little dribblers up the line. Those were ripped to the outfield, going all the way to the gate. Little warmer weather here, a little less wind. I think a couple of them could have gone out. So excellent contact there on those doubles. And also CJ Cuevas, not a terribly long outing, only a couple innings, but first outing for Conwell-Egan definitely did a good job.
Yeah, CJ pitched awfully well again today, allowing 1 hit. Very good, very good Conwell-Egan debut for him, the transfer from Holy Ghost Prep. 50 pitches today, 2 1/3 innings, and giving up 2 runs on 1 hit. A very good day for Conwell-Egan overall today.
So for myself, Matt Sheridan with Sean McGovern and JT Ellis, thank you for joining us for this very exciting game between Conwell-Egan and Father Judge. Your final score, Conwell-Egan wins it 20